It's in Jesus' precious name we pray. Let somebody shout amen. Amen. So ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and it is my privilege to introduce, to sing the Negro National Anthem, the Beyonce of our city, Sister Ashanti, and the Aretha Franklin of Fresno, Miss Tiffany Binion Mangum. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. We have Tasha A. Bear here tonight to lead us. So if you would please stand to your feet in honor of our ancestors. Oh, God. Good taste.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. You may be seated. Let's give her another round of applause. I brought her sing. Thank you, Asha.
Well, thank you.
I don't want to sing. Let me tell you right now, I can talk, but I cannot sing. No, I cannot. All right, so dinner is served, and once again, yes, we do pray that the chicken season. Thank you, Pastor. We appreciate that. All right, so while dinner is being served, I would now like to welcome to the stage Dr. Carol Goldsmith and Dr. Kim Armstrong.
Is it cold? The bread? Oh, yes. Blasphemous. Mm-hmm. It looks like it was made It ain't been warm since it blazed. And what? I've never tasted it. Well, like gosh, never tastes like baked food. That's the lady that Jay was selling hot chocolate to.
Good evening, everyone.
She was selling some coffee for $3.
It is so good to be with you here in this wonderful space. Could we please give that young lady another round of applause? That was amazing.
He's the president.
Well,
Keep it quiet.
okay, go on, Bernice. All right. Well, tonight, we are
I have the veggie.
come together to honor the
You
trailblazers
also
of the African American
I will.
community here in Fresno, both past and present, starting with its founder, the African American Historical Cultural Museum, Mr. Jack Kelly. Mr. Kelly and State Center had a long history working together collaboratively. Back then, it was Chancellor Bill Stewart, and I know he wanted to be here tonight. I'm really honored to be part of a legacy to join you as one of the chancellors that will continue to support not only the
Thank you,
African
Faith.
American Museum
And
all the efforts
you
of
know I got it
Black
from a
African
secondhand store,
American
Faith.
Fresno.
You know I got it from a
incredibly
secondhand
proud to
store.
say State
You're gonna
Center
bring it.
has
Okay.
and always will have
I'm on live.
a close partnership with the African American Museum.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you someone new, maybe, that you might not have met before. But this is Dr. Kim Armstrong, President of Clovis Community College.
Now I'm going to do it again. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Okay, we know how we do call and response. Thank you. I want to start by saying thank you for welcoming me to this community. I have been here just over a year, and I've learned a lot about you since I've been here. We at Clovis did our Black History Month opening day on February 1st. And what I said to the group there was that, yes, we recognize our national and global historical figures, but it's also important for us to know our local leaders, trailblazers. So I'm proud to tell you that I have brought students with me from Clovis so they can also know and be reminded of the local impact that trailblazers have done in this community.
You saw it, Kelly. You see it.
So, I want to talk a little bit about Jack. I did not know him personally, but Jack was an unwavering advocate for higher education and vocational training. In fact, after retiring from the Fresno Police Department, he joined State Center Community College District and was a recruiter and educator for the Fresno Police Training Academy, creating a new path for men and women of color to build meaningful, successful careers in law enforcement. Join us now as we honor the memory of community leader and founder Jack.
I think you meant live, Mad. It came out as lice. Ain't no lice around here. Correct that, lad.
Jack Albert Gilbert Frank Kelly was born in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada on August 23, 1920. One of 8 children born to Frank and Fanny Cobbs Kelly. The Kelly family moved from Canada to Fresno, California when Jack was an infant. They eventually moved to Tulare, California and purchased a large ranch where Jack and his 7 siblings lived and worked during the Great Depression. Jack was a natural athlete, playing varsity basketball, baseball, and football at Tulare Union High School. He excelled in all 3 sports and received a football scholarship to Fresno State College in 1942. Jack was a tri-letter sportsman while at Fresno State in football. He was the starting guard on the Fresno State basketball team and a starting outfielder on the Fresno State baseball team, even making all-conference honors there. But Jack was best known as the leading ball carrier on one of the highest-scoring teams in college football, the Fresno State Bulldogs of 1942. One of his most cherished memories was of being a member of the famous Phantom Four in the backfield, which produced All-American quarterback Jackie Fellows, Mickey Massini, and Louis Futrell, along with Jack Kelly. In 1943, he left college to serve his country. Jack, along with 4 of his brothers, was drafted into the U.S. Army, an army still segregated at that time. After a 2-year tour of duty, he returned to Fresno State and played football for another 2 seasons. He was then drafted by the New York Yankees of the old All-American Football Conference. He was also offered a contract to play in the Canadian Football League, but his heart was in Fresno, and he ultimately accepted a position with the California Youth Authority as a boys group supervisor. On April 26, 1946, Jack married Rosa L. Conti. They were blessed with 6 children, 3 girls, a son, and 2 daughters from a previous union. In 1949, Jack accepted a position with the Fresno Police Department and was one of the first African Americans on the force. As a new officer, he worked the Chinatown beat and drove the police wagon. In January 1956, he was promoted to detective, and 20 years after his hiring, he became the department's first African American sergeant in August of 1969. He earned fame for cracking some of the biggest cases in Fresno history at the time, and he was an advocate for many young men and women who lost their way and found themselves in the legal system needing help. He helped many through the system, so much so that he gained the respect of citizens and criminals alike for being tough, fair, and honest. If Jack Kelly said he would do something, you could take that to the bank. After 21 years of service with the Fresno Police Department, Jack Kelly retired on October 1st, 1970. Following his retirement, Jack returned to Fresno State to finish his degree and found a second calling. He became a law enforcement coordinator and during the next 10 years would supervise over 200 students who would ultimately graduate with degrees in law enforcement. Community service was the cornerstone of Jack Kelly's life. He served his country, his city, and his community with pride and honor.
One more time for the legacy of Jack Kelly. All right, and what we're all here for is time to start honoring our local trailblazer. So in the heart of American history, the Black Church stands as a sacred institution and beacon of resilience and strength. Originating during times of enslavement, the Black Church emerged as a sanctuary, a haven where African Americans found solace and unity. It became a powerhouse for social change, fostering leaders and movements that challenge systemic injustice. Today, the Black Church remains a vibrant force. It is not just a spiritual home, but a community center, an educational hub, and a catalyst for racial equity and positive change. Trailblazers, Pastor Chester and First Lady Mackenzie, founders of Family Community Church, have a long history of building positive change to impact the community.
Hello, my name is Reverend Chester McGinty. I'm the senior pastor of Family Community Church. In my secular trade, in the electrical trade, it was Norman Terrell. He was a gentleman that had just a great sense of critical thinking ability, and he helped develop that within me as well. When I look at my spiritual journey, it was Pastor Chester Reagan. He was the senior pastor of St. Rest Missionary Baptist Church. One of the things that I admired most about him was the life that he lived before me and the quality of life that he lived, but the fact that he also finished well.
Hello, my name is Janetta McGinty. My mentor was the first person I met in class, in my master's class, and her name was Dorothy Marion. Janetta guided me through the twists and turns of Redmond Unified School District, and I will be eternally grateful to her for the love and mentorship. I will tell my younger self that the first step of being great is to be grateful. Grateful to God for creating me to be who I am. And never forget the roots and the life lessons that groomed me to become the woman that I will be in the future. Another thing is to love who you are and remember the strong, powerful women in your life. Remember to be kind and have compassion, even when facing anger and judgment. Stay focused and believe in yourself.
I think that I would honestly say to continue on the path that you're on, learn to stay out of God's way earlier in life. God knows exactly what he wants to do. And the scripture says, you know what is good, O man, and what the Lord requires of you, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. That's Micah 6:8. So I make that a part of my ritual and life, and it has guided me in making a lot of the decisions that I make in life.
I am truly honored to have been chosen to receive this award. This award is an acknowledgement of a job well done and justification for the agony, the self-doubt, and the hard work that went into it. It is a wonderful sense of accomplishment when you reach the finish line of what you're trying so hard to achieve, and you're recognized by the community. It is an amazing feeling of happiness and joy. It is a special moment in time that I will always cherish.
The African American Museum Trailblazer Award is a symbol of recognition and inspiration. When there's a lot of things that happen in our community, there are a lot of people who trailblaze and make opportunity available for a lot of others. It's a way of preserving that history. This award plays a crucial role in celebrating achievement within our community, promoting diversity, and encouraging ongoing excellence within the African American community and beyond. There's no doubt about that. Thank you. God bless.
And without further ado, please help me welcome Pastor Chester and First Lady Janetta McGinty to the stage.
community. I love being in education and helping children to find that special gift that each and every child has. So that's my responsibility as an educator. And I love my church family, and my family, my children, and this guy.
Thank you. God is true. It was good to see all of you this evening. Thank you for coming. I just want to say thank you to the museum for considering us for this prestigious award. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to say thank you to our church family as well that's here supporting us as well. I thank you for all of you. And I just want to say congratulations to the remainder of the honorees tonight. Thank you.
One more time for our first trailblazers of the night. Give it up. All right, moving right along to our next trailblazer. Let's give a round of applause first for Dorothy Thomas. So a little bit about Dorothy.
I am kind of on a
In
date
2021,
with
Dorothy Thomas
me
retired as the
and my
Senior Vice
sister.
President and SBA Lending Manager at Central Government Credit Administration, Secondary Market Lending, and Portfolio Management. Overseeing $600 million in SBA-funded projects, Dorothy's efforts resulted in 8,000 jobs created or retained. As a dedicated mentor, she champions diversity in the industry, especially for African Americans. Although officially retired, Dorothy continues as a community relations officer for Central Valley Community Bank, aiding nonprofits and supporting.
I'm gonna come out here and talk to you guys. I feel like you should be there. Why CEO Case was the producer? How would you be here? And yes, it's a great smile. It's a great time. I'm so excited to see you guys perform. This is gonna be great. So, yeah, I'm at this gala and the food is good. Let me show you the look. Huh? Yeah. Keep going, it'll be directly to your left. Right. Since it is doing something great to contribute, yes. My contribution is speaking and being here. So I'm very excited because I have a full-length dress on, which means that it's business. And bag. And of course, I scored this dress new with tags at one of my favorite thrift stores today. Since I'm like the perfect size, it just fits me classic, and you know, it's beautiful. So do you want to listen and hear what's going on at the gala? Really, I want it to go live when the dancing starts. Very tasteful, very tasteful. There's a little sheerness, but since it's completely to the floor and a high neck, it is, I know, like an elegant wine. Make it a champagne, Mag. Make it a champagne, okay? And I saw a friend of mine, and the last time we saw each other was during New York Fashion Week. He got into, it was the Rihanna Savage by Fenty after party, and I was like, I can't be bothered. I can't be. Oh, just tasteful black pumps like Peep Show. They're my mom's. Like a tasteful black pump. Tasteful, just very tasteful and classic. This is the show. The dark lip is the show. and just simple. So now, let's see what's going on. I think there's a performance. Thank you, Lady Capulet.
Thank you so much.
I'm just waiting for the dance part. But I'll keep you guys on. I'll keep you guys on here because I want you to see, especially the dancing. And that's it. So here we go.
And the best bank in the world, Central Valley Community Bank. Thank you all.
It's an award ceremony from the African American Museum and Historical Center. And so they're honoring certain educators and notable individuals. The museum put on the gala, and my sister is either on the board or helps out. So she said, hey, you want to come? And I said, even better. I can always give a word because I'm always ready to speak. But I'm just enjoying. I helped out. I'm all about helping. So that's what I'm doing. And looking good doing it. I really came here for dinner. And the food is delicious. That's the important part. So there's some artists where you can get your picture. You can have something painted of you. There's one of these where you can get your picture. You can have something painted of you. There's one of these things. And it goes around and takes this 360 video. Simple, clean, exactly. Simple and clean. I am simple, clean, classic, luxurious, expensive. It does not have to be so much. Good, healthy skin, hydrated curls, bright smile, good earring, really less is more. So I appreciate that. The important part is the dinner. And the dinner is really good. This chef is really good. I also saw one of these senators that I've had on flights before. And he's a representative for the state of California. And he one time invited me to show me his office at the state capitol. And I was like, who falls for that? You want me to come and see your office? Why do I want to just look at your office? But it's always nice to have a state senator on speed dial. So let me show you from here.
My father showed a huge support. My wife, Lakeithia Wilson, and also definitely my kids, my son Nicholas Wilson. See the work that you're putting in.
But it's cool. It's been a really great day, and I see a lot of people that I knew years ago.
Not for the accolades, but it's more so you have a heart to do the right thing for the right reasons for the right people.
Why don't you tell me I have something on my lip mag?
Been recognized by the community. I think it's more.
Yeah, absolutely not. Let Lady Capulet listen. I'm always ready to keep a state representative on my team. I'm not coming to look at the office, but I'll keep a state representative on my team. It's always great to have one of those, okay? Okay? And I recommend, if you can get that, get that. Okay, Mag, I trust you. I'm glad you understand, Miss Naya. And it's great because there's an open bar. Now, I don't drink, but don't ever invite me to an event where I have to purchase a drink. Really. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. If you're putting on the event, think about that. You're inviting people to pay for their drinks? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Come. So, I will come back on unless you just want to watch me sit, because I'm now ready for the dance part and maybe give my little 2 cents. But outside of that, I'm not speaker Hope right now. I'm truly invitee Hope, shaking hands and saying, "Oh, great, yes, it's nice to see you." That, not the speaker. I am clearly like, here is the guest, and I step back. I play my role. But when we dance, that's when the fun really starts.
One more time for George Wilson Jr.
The other thing with the dress, new, with tags, like, it's just perfect. Just perfect. Just perfect.
With 17 years of experience as a physician assistant, she returned
And Mag, the food is really good. Really good. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna come off live, but I'll come back on with the dancing, and you'll get to see me get down. I even brought my flats so I can just get down, right? So that's it. I'm walking back to my table. Whenever the dancing starts, I will come back on live, but I wanted to check in. You can tell. I was like, I just wanted to come on real quick. Oh, and there's even like a structured shoulder. It's wonderful. On real quick. Oh, and there's even like a structured shoulder. It's wonderful. See you later, Miss Naya, to you, Euro sign, and thank you for the compliment.